All right, there we go. All right, hopefully I'm coming in clear. Using a different mic this time around. We're using the Electro Voice ND767. This is a very rare microphone. I was repacking my bags and I saw it. I said, "Hey, let's do today's live stream with it." Um, as y'all know, I've been going through a slew of um of bad fucking luck. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if this live stream is up. Cause I did a pre-record of this exact same show that I'm doing right now. Everything in it. And it said it was streaming on YouTube. And come to find out, it wasn't streaming on YouTube. And I lost a very well perfect show. Okay, let's see. So we're a bit low. Let me turn. Let me turn myself up. Hold on. So shout outs to everybody here. Hopefully I'm not clipping. All right. So we should be good. So we're a bit low. Let me turn myself up. Hold on. Okay. So we sound good. Keep this here and pay attention to it. All right. Welcome to today's show. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. I wanted to welcome you guys to today's show. Damn it. So I already fucked up by showing y'all what I was gonna surprise show you guys later on. But fuck it. Nothing goes right these days. Anyway, nothing goes right these days. All right. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Okay, well let's get into it. Nothing's going right. Nada. Hold on, let me shout outs to everybody here. Let me share this live stream. Tag Teenage Engineering. Synths. All right. Well, let's get straight into it. It is a hot ass day, and now y'all can hear dogs. Nothing's going right. It is a hot ass day in the land of smiles in Thailand. I'm going to be relocating soon because I have to leave here. Nothing is going right. My bank card still hasn't arrived. I'm screwed. So if you guys can like and support the channel, that would be awesome. I'm giving y'all some more content. So let's get into it. Okay. As you guys know, and I don't. What the fuck is going on now? They wait until I go live to start barking and shit. Anyway, as you guys know that are they coming up in the live stream? Hold on. Oh, good. I got the microphone pointed to the back, so you probably can't hear them. Hopefully. I had some other stuff here that I wanted to show you guys. Like the Zoya and some other things here, but obviously I can't find them. But anyway, there's this because I want to do this again. Okay, so shout outs to everybody here. I'm discombobulated because dogs and shit, all kinds of shit is barking. I wanted to show you guys something cool today. As you guys know, my favorite My favorite synthesizer is the Op-1. Recently, doing a couple of live streams with you guys. That's what's missing. Recently, doing a couple live stream with you guys. I've learned how to use it better and more effectively. Because I I wasn't really into sampling. Sampling wasn't my thing, and it really wasn't my thing. I really wanted to make music. I would guess, getting into synthesizers, I wanted to make music from scratch. And let me see. Okay, it's charging. I wanted to make music from scratch, and I was saying that, okay, you know what? I wanted to buy more synthesizers, and I wanted to be able to, play the piano and key in a lot of the music that I wanted to make. Problem with that is I don't know music theory, and I don't know how to play a piano. And that's what I intended on, traveling to do, get my head right, make some music, play the piano. As a matter of fact, a week from today, some of the beats that I will be producing and putting out on YouTube in the next couple of hours will be on all streaming platforms. I've actually uh, launched my stuff on DistroKid. So I'm gonna start putting all the beats and some of the old beats that I have on DistroKid. So it will be on Apple Music, Spotify, Snapchat also. So I might get copyrighted for producing my own stuff. But either way, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like I said, I wanted to make music and play the piano, or at least be able to key in with the synthesizers that I'm using, because I didn't really get the gist of sampling. I didn't know how dope like, oh, all right, I'll learn how to do that later, chop and stuff like that. And one thing I need to learn how to do, and I will be learning this week, because it's on my itinerary and on my docket, because I definitely do produce content for YouTube, is how to match the BPMs, and basically, chop the sample and get it to loop where I want it to loop, and be able to add some drums and things of that sort to it. The thing about music is that it's a learning process. One thing will create a new set of problems for you once you learn one thing, but it's all a learning process, and it's a very fun learning process. So as you guys know, and I've mentioned it several times, that my favorite um, music company, and they now kind of turned more to fashion, and I kind of know how that happened. Is Teenage Engineering. They produce these boutique. That's the word in the synth community. They produce these boutique synthesizers, such as this right here, the OP1, and such as this right here, the OPZ. And what I was showing you guys on the other show that definitely got deleted is these pocket operators, which are very good. And one thing that you'll notice, with these items, yes, they are expensive, but these pocket operators, to tell you the truth, uh, what they can do, they're really not expensive. $80. I know one is like $60. I think that's the tonic, but this one right here is the most sought after one. This one is the KO, which is pretty cool. Um, if you're coming from a MPC background, like I said, and I wish I had the cases for these, because I don't like to use and you don't want to break it, so it's always good to have a case for it. And the case that I wanted for it is it's a MPC kind of case. It's basically emulating like a MPC case, which is pretty cool. Hold on, let me get this wire out of the way. There's always something, y'all. Always something. But this one is dope. And the reason why I said I put a lot of this stuff on the back burner is because this KO right here, and they also got a Street Fighter version of it. They also got a Mega Man version. They also got a whole bunch of different collabs and stuff. Because it's a real small company. This is a Rick and Morty edition, which is pretty cool. But these things are, like I said, you got to get like a case. $80. I mean, yeah, $80 is a lot of money when you don't have it. But I mean, you're gonna be broke as hell anyway. Being a musician, trust me, I know, right? Musicians and people that create some of the most brokest people on the planet, right? But you can get a real like high sounding, high quality sound out of something this small. There's a guy that created full length albums on these pocket operators, and there's a lot of people. Shout outs to Freebeat. I'll be featured on the show pretty soon. That that be the truth, but it's far from the truth. Both of these items right here, full-fledged production studios, and they're very small. This was the first one. This is more than 10 years this has been out. And the one that I have here is one of the newer ones, the second gen. But look how small this OPZ is compared to the OP1. Now, the story, if you guys don't know, is that that these started selling for a couple of $1,000s once Teenage Engineering basically they basically discontinued them for a while because the people that were making their screens couldn't produce their screens anymore. And basically they had to come up with another idea. They had to come up with another synthesizer, or the company would have went under. Like I said, it's a small company, and they produced the OPZ in that time, while that was going on. And these were really sought after. These are still sought after. But what I'm saying is that they made the OPZ. If you notice, the OPZ doesn't have a screen. But you can also use your phone. It has a microphone here, but you can use your phone and press this button right here in the back, and you can Bluetooth it to your phone, and run the software on your phone, and there you go, boom, voila, you have different stuff. So it wasn't really too much of a bummer for them. This instrument right here was going to save the company, when they went under, but they ended up producing. They ended up finding somebody to do the screens, and they ended up re-releasing the OP1, but they doubled the price. You know what I'm saying? Because now, they had a taste of how much people are willing to pay for them, and I guess that's what really jumpstarted them into becoming a boutique. I guess a boutique company. Isn't that crazy? Like, what was supposed to be your downfall kind of is what brought you to the top, which is crazy. But hey, it happens like that. Now, I shouldn't be doing this, but fuck it, y'all do it too. Y'all be taking batteries out of y'all remote. My air conditioning broke in my apartment, so voila, we're gonna take it out of the remote for a minute. These things. Let me turn this light on real quick so I can kind of show y'all what's going on. Let me dim this though. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So this pocket operator right here, this is the one that you really want to get. This is the one that completes everybody's pocket operator. And then the crazy thing is, like, you can chain them together, which is dope. So not to down the MPC, because I got to talk to y'all about some of y'all MPC cats that so I just plugged the batteries in, right? I need a case for this. That's gonna be on my list. Get a case. Now, you guys if you guys can see it, shit, I should have done this outside. But there's some graphics here, and if you take your headphone cable and you put it in here, this thing is actually pretty dope, because for $80, there she goes. What's going on, Nicer? There she goes. I wanted to talk to you about this. This is what you should get. And get a case for it, because I didn't get a case for mine. Damn, I should have sent you one of these instead of the microphone. So, these pocket operators are the producer's fidget spinner. This is a sampler, and I'm gonna definitely start doing shows with this, because I'm gonna start learning how to use this more better now that I'm getting into sampling. And I don't know. Last time I checked, the volume on this thing was very low, and I turned it up. But if you guys can hear, let's see. If you guys can hear, you can hear some of the sounds that it can produce. So you got. I'm gonna try to make some house music with this thing. But see. And you could change. Is there a mosquito? There's a mosquito. There has to be a mosquito in here tearing my ass up. Because my legs out of nowhere started to itch. Alright, let me. Oh, nothing is going right, y'all. Nothing ever goes right. Alright, here we go. You get some really dope sounds out of it. Let's go to another. Let's see what some more sounds it has. All right, we got some. You can change the pitch. This lamp real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Un momento. Oh Lord. I can never get a break. Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, shit, I could turn this piece of shit off. Okay, there we go. All right, let me sit Indian style so that draw that mosquito closer to me if there is one in here. So I could put his ass in his place. All right. Well, all mosquitoes that bite you are women. They're female mosquitoes. Oh yeah, there's one in here. This is definitely a welt. God damn. Anyway. Hold on, y'all. Now people are hitting me up on Okay. All right. So anyway, yeah, nice. I'm gonna put her ass in her place. God damn it. Anyway. So this comes with a good drum machine. You know, they give it a good drum machine. If you guys like Street Fighter, they got a Street Fighter version of it, which is pretty dope. You know, what's going on, Miss V? Shout outs to Make This Go Viral TV. Shout outs to everybody here. So let's get to some more sounds. Let's see what else we got. So got to make sure I'm doing this on camera. They call this the producer's fidget spinner, which is really underrated. And these things, god damn, these things got my bad, y'all. I just burped in the microphone. This is horrible. Oh, I'm itching. These things got effects like reverb and delay and all different kinds of stuff. I'm definitely gonna sit down and learn how to use this thing, cause this right here is basically a production studio, to tell you the truth. I've seen dudes produce albums with this thing. I forgot the name of the YouTuber, but there's several YouTubers that produce albums with this thing for $80. So, and you can sample everything. It has a microphone built into it. There's another headphone slot right here, so you can chain them into each other. Just, you know, fire stuff. So this is what I said. I'm gonna make some house music, which is dope. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Okay, that's nothing on that. Uh-oh, did I press something? I think I pressed something. Okay, well, we got the drum machines right here. Some of the... We got some 808 stuff. And you can tune all of these sounds. You know? So, let's see. More sounds. Let's see what else we got. More sounds. Perks. And they got secret menus. They got patterns, BPMs. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with this thing. Let's see what we got. Let's see what it has on it already. Alright, that's probably something that I put in there a long time ago. But yeah, man, I mean, there's so much stuff that you can do with these things. Like I said, don't overlook the pocket operators. I didn't bring any batteries out here because I thought, even though I got this big ass battery charging just OPZ, I didn't bring any batteries out here because I thought I was gonna get stopped in the airport with them. So, go figure. So, we're using remote batteries. Fuck it, my air conditioning broke anyway. Here's the Rick and Morty pocket operator. Man, it's hot as hell in here. Hold on, y'all. This is pretty cool. Got some of the stuff from the show. Let's see. Let's press play. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Run, Morty! Holy crap! Run, Morty! Holy crap! Run! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Brother. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So it got a lot of quotables and stuff to the from the it got a lot of quotables and stuff from the show. Let's see what other sounds it got.
You have to have a pretty high IQ. You have to have a pretty high. You have to have a pretty high. You have to have a pretty high IQ to be able to operate this. You have to have a pretty high IQ to be able. You have to have.
He says you have to have a pretty IQ to be able to operate this. I don't know why it's low on for some reason, but I have the volume up. But
show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me.
All of these are quotables from the show.
Rick.
You can change the.
Here we go.
Hold on. All right, let's see what other quotables they got.
Rick. Run, Morty. Run, Morty.
Run, Morty.
Run.
And these are all in different octaves.
Run.
Let's see what else we got. Okay, so here's the sound track. Oh, we got an 808 on it. Okay, nice little sound engine on it.
If you want to ruin this thing, then hold record and press 1 through 15 to sample your own dumb sounds.
He said if you want to ruin this thing, press record and hold 1 through 15 to sample your dumb sounds.
If you want to ruin this thing, then hold record. If you want to ruin this thing, then hold record and press 1 through 15 to sample your own dumb. If you want to ruin this thing, then hold record and press 1 through 15 to sample your own dumb. If you want to ruin this thing, then hold record and press 1 through 15 to sample your own dumb sounds.
That's funny. So I'm not gonna lie. Teenage Engineering, they're a pretty fun company. As a matter of fact, they're a very fun company. If you open this thing up and you look at certain parts into it, it's like messages for you. You know what I'm saying? They got messages like hey, if you see this note, you voided your warranty and some other stuff. It's a really small company, and they're really dope. They're from Sweden. Just like Electron. So what is all of this for, Kuda? What are you talking about today? Where are we going with all this stuff? Okay, you said the OP1 here is your Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. You said the OP1 here is your favorite synthesizer, and you talked a little bit about the OPZ. So I learned a cool trick today, and this is where I'm going with this show. The best things you can have is a minimalist setup. Some people like to get 2 or maybe 3 of these things and use chords and chain them together. Some people like to use maybe a OP1 with one of these. You can use an aux cord and let me turn this off. You can use an aux cord and chain these into the OP1, and it has a setting for it, for the pocket operators. Some people like to chain these two. Basically, they like to chain. All of these machines can talk to each other, basically. Now, I didn't know that these 2 machines can talk to each other, because honestly, every once in a while when I kind of, put this machine down, I pick up this machine, and every time I pick up this machine right here, I find out something new about it, and it's definitely not a pocket operator on steroids. A pocket operator is a pocket operator, which is also known as the fidget spinner for producers. The fidget spinner for producers, right? But they're not the fidget spinner for producers. They're pocket operators. Now, a couple of months ago, or maybe a year ago now, Teenage Engineering, what they do is they update the software on a lot of these machines, and it basically gives you a whole brand new machine. This thing right here has like a secret menu where you can turn on the backlight, and basically you can use this thing in the dark. And I like to do that also. Shout outs to Freebeat. Freebeat kind of showed me that. But recently on the update, they enabled this OPZ right here to be a controller, a MIDI controller. And what I mean by a MIDI controller, it's basically, of course, this is a synthesizer, it's a drum machine, it's a production studio, but they turned it into a controller, so that means that I can take this thing with me and plug it into another synthesizer and basically control the synthesizer, get sounds from that synthesizer through MIDI, and basically absorb another synthesizer, or have this be the brain of the operation. We were kind of playing around with that yesterday when we were playing with the Novation circuit and the Digitone. Problem is, this thing been out for more than 10 years, so a little bit of the hardware on it is dated, but it can do it. So what I mean by that is that it has a USB port, which is an older USB port. If you guys can see that, it's the older USB port. It has a headphone port, and then it also has a line in port where you can run sounds into it in case you want to sample, which is pretty cool because you can use your cell phone and run sounds into it. Bad thing is, though, that these synthesizers, to talk to other synthesizers, you have to use a MIDI port. And it's hard to convert USB to a MIDI signal, even though this can receive MIDI signals via USB. Now, what is MIDI? MIDI is how 2 synthesizers can talk to each other, or a controller can talk to another synthesizer. For the OP1, and this is another. I mean, you're gonna have to spend money. That's how music is, and that's how certain companies are. So you have to buy something called the OP Lab. There's two OP Labs. There's one where it's like this dock that just sits down, and it has all of these different configurations, and you can just route the audio. And basically, that's what they used to plug, other instruments into, to basically have this be a controller, or have other instruments control this, because this actually has a couple of synths in it. It has a bunch of engines in it, and it's pretty dope. Same thing with this right here, which they released also something called an OP Lab, but it's a module. I don't have that module in mind because I have the Rumble Pack, and they just released another one called the Line. The Rumble Pack basically is this thing vibrates like a controller. You know what I'm saying? You ever remember when the PlayStation came out and they had the controller that vibrates, the analog controller, and it kind of makes you feel like you're in the game, or you kind of knew something was going to happen because the controller started vibrating? Well, that's what this is, but it's more so for the bass and stuff like that. So when you're creating the music, you can feel the bass. They also have one where you can have an aux cord in or an aux cord out. So there's different there's different ways to sample with the OPZ. Also, it has a USB-C port, which can receive and give out MIDI instructions also. Now, the thing about controllers, like I said, is that they're a piano. And remember, I told you guys that I wasn't into sampling as much, even though I have an MPC. And I definitely bought an Akai MPK Mini, which is also a controller, which is right here. Okay, hold on, y'all. I think I spotted the mosquito. Yeah, come closer. You hungry, huh? Okay. If I stop mid-sentence and slap, that mean I caught a body. Which is this MPK Mini. Okay? So, let me show you guys what's going on for a second. Let me take this down. We'll get back to that later. Definitely got some stuff that I want to show you guys. And let's get into this right here, okay? So this is a controller. This is basically a MIDI controller. Basically, it's not a synthesizer. I can take it wherever I want to and plug it into a synthesizer, and I can basically, if I know how to play the piano, or if I know how to finger drum or whatever, I will have some options here to basically configure it and basically control and create with this small keyboard right here. That's basically what it's for. And a lot of the MPCs don't have a keyboard. This is why they just now released the 64 keys or whatever. They got a 64 key that they just released. That thing is sick. But it seems like the community is kind of getting tired of it already, which is kind of crazy. We'll talk about that later on another music show. But you have an MPC Live or you have one of these. I mean, a lot of people are just better off with these two. Now a lot of people they feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going on, War Master? He says Sony stinks. Xbox controllers are better. Yeah, but they stole from Sony. That vibrating shit. Come on now. Let me stop. I don't even think does the Xbox controller vibrates? I think so. Anyway, shout outs to War Master. Getting into it, these are like basically a MIDI controller. But this was meant to be used with the MPCs for the most part. I mean, the horrible thing about it is that it uses USB also. It has a sustain pedal, but it uses USB also. Hold on, y'all. I thought I found the mosquito. It uses USB also. So it's horrible in my case. I would have to go get another piano that is a MIDI controller so I can basically control the synths. Or with the OP1, because it's horrible that all of these things use USB. I would have to get something called this, because they stopped selling the OP Lab, the big one, and the only OP Lab they have is for the OPZ. So, being a boutique company, if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you should have gotten it, because that shit is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. Unless they come out with something new, and then that just makes the old ones even worth more. But anyway, this is called a MIDI host. Some people use a Kenton, or some people use this one, Do Re Mi or Do Re MIDI. I got to do a video on this. There's not too many videos on YouTube, so this will be a good niche to actually use this. And what the MIDI host is it basically gets the machines talking to each other if you're using USB equipment. So this is the USB in, right? And this will be the host, So basically, I can USB this into this, and this can run the MIDI in and out. So you got your MIDI in and you got your MIDI out. And basically this is the middleman that gets everybody talking. But why do all of that? When you could just hook everything together. It could all be so easy. But it doesn't work that way. Okay? So I found the solution, which is dope. Now, let's talk about both of these things that I'm showing you, okay? I showed you let me turn this down because these synths are a little bit more louder. I showed you the OPZ and I showed you the OP-1. Both of these are really good synthesizers. Usually when you see a MIDI controller such as this one or any other MIDI controller that you're hooking things up to, you're like, oh man, this person's going to hook it up to a grand piano or this big synthesizer and get a whole bunch of sound out of it, Or like what Nicer says, make it talk, right? This is a synthesizer, This ain't a damn toy as much as it looks like a toy. That's kind of what drawing me to it, to tell you the truth. Let me unplug it because I had it charging. And let me show y'all what we got going on here, today's situation. So you have your OPZ, which is about the same size as a remote. Look at that. It's about the same size as a television remote. Okay, this felt like it didn't have no batteries in it. It's a tad bit bigger than a TV remote. So, I found this solution. That OP-1 is just as much as a MacBook laptop. And I know there's a lot of finger stain marks on it on my case. But the new MacBooks only come with two USB ports. It leaves you SOL, shit out of luck, right? And the only way you can hook anything USB-A or USB-C into those ports is if you get something like this, which is a USB-C to USB-A, right? And then some people, they get like what's called a hub, where they just plug it in, and then it has a whole host of stuff. You can plug in your SD cards. You can plug in everything that you need to use from USB, USB A, or USB-C to USB-A. Okay? Now, this is where the gold starts. Okay? They were going to charge me a whole bunch of money, but I'm glad I went to another store. Don't buy yours from Apple. Try to find one when you get the chance, a USB-C to USB-A, because this is what makes this dope. If you have something like this that can receive, and both can receive MIDI instructions via their USB ports, but it's not that easy, right? you could take this USB-C and you could plug this in right here to your OPZ. But what's also dope is that something like this controller that uses this old USB port, and it only goes from this USB to USB-A, I now can take this USB cord right here and I can plug this into my OPZ. Now, the cool thing about what I'm about to show y'all is this. Both of these products from Teenage Engineering, they have a keyboard. Now, I prefer the OP1's keyboard to the OPZ's keyboard because one is buttons. Well, I guess these are all buttons, but this is more of a keyboard. You know, you can actually use more of your hands on this keyboard. You see what I'm saying? It's easier for you to, access this keyboard, even though it's not like an actual keyboard that's built for your hands. I still haven't got the muscle memory for the keyboards, but I'm getting more comfortable with it by using a company named Melodics, which teaches you how to play the piano. But this is a whole different keyboard. Even though this is good, whole different keyboard. And these keyboards right here, this one in particular, is velocity sensitive. So that means you can tap it and get a subtle sound, or you could tap it real hard and get the full sound. Whereas if you press these keys on the OPZ and for the most part on the OP1, you're gonna get the full sound. It won't help you soften up your sound, but there's ways around it. There's ways around it, and that's not really the premise of what I wanted to show you today, even though we're gonna get into that, right? But this keyboard is better to a certain degree than the OPZ's keyboard, piano, right? Because these are buttons. Now, can you kind of play them? Of course you can if you need to. But remember, we're talking about hitting buttons on something that's just as small as a remote. A television remote. Nobody really looks at their TV remote and say, hey, I want to be able to play the piano on that thing. Much less look at that remote and say, hey, this could be a synthesizer. Pretty cool shit, right? Make sure you guys like and support the channel. So let's get into this. So I literally, and hopefully this works, if it works, can plug this into here, and hopefully, and it doesn't cut on. Oh, well, let me turn this synthesizer on. Let's see if it cuts on. Ah, and it does cut on. There we go. So, and I'm glad I charged it because, let's see how much battery we have. Okay. We have a little bit under charged, but we're good. The OPZ is powering this MIDI controller. So now I don't have to use the MIDI host, which wasn't going to work anyway because it only converts it into a MIDI signal, and now I can play the synthesizer on this thing, hopefully with the keys. Well, the pressure pads don't work. Maybe I have to set something up, but it's a start. Because now that this is powering it, it acknowledges that it's here. So I would have to probably go into the settings on this OPZ to see if I can get the pressure pads to work. Because if I can get the pressure pads to work, that'll be dope. But let's see if the keys work. Okay, and we get no sound. Oh, that's because channel 3 is muted. Let's see. Ah, we get a drum sound. So I think I'm on the drum track. Am I on the drum track? Oh. Okay. So, oh, look. We get sounds. Now, these aren't definitely sounds that you want to play with your piano, but... And look, it's sensitive because if I do this, it's low. But if I press it hard... Right? Because sometimes your fingers may be faster on the piano than here. Or you can catch the beat faster on here. That's fire. All right. Let's see if the chords work. Oh, the bass. Fire. Fire. I wonder if we can get these to work at some point. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to get these to work. But look, same, and it's set out the same way on the keyboard. See? Oh, it's a little bit different. So what is dope is, what's going on, TR, baby? Thank you, Nicer. Shout outs to War Master. He said, told you say no to Crapple. You said bite your tongue. OG Xbox had Rumble controllers before Sony. If you play, well, those are some big ass controllers, War Master. Y'all already know. Let me tell y'all something about the OG Xbox and why you don't keep them on your floor. If you ever stubbed your toe on that Xbox, you will move before that Xbox moves. All right. And it's game over for your toe. But nah, this is dope. That this is working. I'm pretty sure you have limited. I'm pretty sure you have limited control with this, but maybe if I go into the MIDI settings on the OPZ, this will give up. It can give up probably more commands for the controller. But what's the main part that you want, and what's the main reason for connecting these two together is to basically control it with the piano. All right, let's see these chords. So the cool thing is that the OPZ will still be your main synthesizer that you're using. It will still be the brain, but now you can probably get something to like hold it up, and basically I have a whole piano set up on this little synth, and we're getting big noise out of this synthesizer. Well, it does the same thing. Can't play, I don't think it can play more than 2 to 3 sounds at the same time. Put some respect on Xbox name. I found out a way too. We're gonna play Mass Effect pretty soon, War Master. We're gonna play I figured out I downloaded Mass Effect. So I have that live stream coming later too. We're gonna do some gaming also. I know how to do it on my laptop instead of my YOLO box, so I can actually bring y'all up, and we can do that also. So most definitely. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me drink some water. What's going on, RG3? Shout outs to you. So, You know how people have like, oh, this big grand piano, Mr. Grand Organ Renaissance player, right? No, you don't have to do that now, y'all. And this is the thing about these boutique items. Yes, they cost a lot of fucking money, you know. And oh, that's the reason why I have this here. I want to show y'all something too. Yes, they cost a lot of goddamn money. Yes, they look like toys, you know. But that's the whole aesthetic of it. It's not a damn toy, you know. Now these sounds might be video game sounding. I can get it. You know, I know this sounds a little bit more dated. And then the same thing with the Op-1. It has a and I still haven't gotten into the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to talk about. But and this is stereo, so that's good. Op-1 is mono, and it gives that lo-fi sound. But you can make lo-fi and house. You can make Drake's album on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Drake, that Beyonce album, you can make that on this thing. Hip hop, you can make that on this thing because the heart of this thing lies in its sequencer, and that's what I want to get at because I like the Op-1. The Op-1 has really good sequencers, but I would like this to be the sequencer of the Op-1, and that would be fucking dope to mix those two together. And that's why I'm doing today's show because I'm going to try to mix the Op-1 and this together and see what we can do. Can this sample? Of course it can. This thing right here has a microphone that cuts on when you turn it this way. It cuts off when it's down. See, y'all can't see it when it's down, right? Y'all can't see it, but as soon as you turn it up, it cuts on. Hold on. It's down. Y'all don't see no green light, right? Turn it up, it cuts on. If you want to have a screen on it and see what you're doing, you can Bluetooth it to your phone. You know what I'm saying? It'll pair and Bluetooth to your phone. But we'll get into that show a little bit later. And it also has some forks, too, that I don't think I'm using, that you can hang out of it, and it can hold your phone, like, right there. You know? So, you said, I want to see you kick War Master, but no, I can't do anything on Mass Effect. I think that's a one-player game. But I'm definitely going to try it out for the first time. So, hopefully War Master and Raven's in the building for that. But, let me see. So yeah, but getting into it, those big grand Renaissance pianos, those very expensive pianos, what I wanted to tell you is that yes, all of this shit is expensive, but that's not even it. You know, you'll see where your money comes into play after, you know, figuring out one of these things, and there's no other instrument quite like these instruments that I'm showing you here. What I want to get at is that instead of spending a bunch of money on buying these big grand pianos and all these crazy synthesizers and stuff like that, which I mean is dope. I mean, if that's what you want to spend your money on, cool. But like I said, there's a community of people that own these machines, and they do sample packs, and they get those grand pianos and those huge synthesizers, and they basically map it out. They do all of the samples. They're very close, if not better or more clean, and they shove all of that technology into one of these. So you can literally, if you don't have a MIDI controller, you can literally play that same piano on a OPZ or on a OP1. You can literally hook up a MIDI controller just like what I'm doing here and play it. And it's fire. You know? What's going on, Chef? Hold on, let me make you a mod, cause now I can see. You said, where's the Korg Chaos Pad? Oh, man, I do want one of those. Those are fire, too. You know. But I'm basically showing you guys how you can MIDI, basically using a Kai MPK MIDI, MIDI controller or mini controller, basically into your OP, your OPZ, or probably anything that can use a USB-C. But you have to have this dongle right here, you know, where it can get and receive and send MIDI data, you know, because that's the beginning. Now that sounds a little video game-ish. Let's see what other synths we have in here. See what other synth sounds we have. So all you gotta do is know how to play the piano, you know. I don't know how to play the piano, y'all. Let me see what else we got. Now you gotta make sure your OPZ is charged because it will be powering this controller. Let's see what else we got. Oh shit. My bad. Let's go back to... Let's go to the second synth in that category. Second synth. Wow. Let's see what else. And these are velocity sensitive. This is fucking fire. I found this out in less than 24 hours. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what other synthesizers we have. We got... Let's go back to synth 1, synth 2. This is the 8-bit sound right here. No, I haven't heard of it. I definitely gotta check it out. Rings of Saturn. Okay. Shit, that's my planet right there. I need to be paying attention to Saturn. This right here though, cause like I said, you get a whole bunch of different sounds, y'all. This is a 8-bit sound. You know how like you know, like that in the background. This is like that static. Eight bit is what they use for like Nintendo, Super Nintendo. The little beats and shit in the background. All right, let's see what else we got. And some of those sounds from those big grand pianos that I'm telling y'all, like the Phantoms and I keep lapsing on these damn piano names, but some of the big pianos that you guys been listening to for years and like and love, right? Yeah, some of these sounds are already in the OPZ. So then again, you can sit up there and buy a big ass keyboard, you know. I'll put this motherfucker in my book bag and this bitch in my pocket and go somewhere and rock out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with this thing, you could, like, this is a DJ tool. Like, you can literally, I mean, DJs that know how to produce music or that does produce music, you can literally have a concert with this one little thing hooked up to the aux cord. But, you know, anyway, let's see what else we got. That's pretty cool. See what other synths we have here. Let's go to page 3. See what this is. That's dope. Oh, you can really bring the synth alive with this one. Okay, let's see what else we got. You can always play around with the sound with the ADSR and the resonance and stuff, so you can. Which is dope. So it's basically like having a MIDI control. Well, that's literally what it is. You have a MIDI controller, and the OPZ is still the brain. And like, if you wanted to key these in, hold on. If you wanted to key these in, you can literally. That's dope. And it didn't move until I pressed the button. It's when I armed the track. That's fucking. Yo, this is fucking tight. I'm sorry. I'm about to geek the hell out, y'all, because I like shit like this. All right. Another thing what a lot of people don't like about the OPZ, because it does have its faults and its problems, is the double triggering. Like, sometimes you'll press a button and it'll double trigger. But see how, look at this, y'all. Let me turn this down. See how when I press the button, it fires fully. Because this ain't velocity sensitive. What I mean by velocity sensitive is that, you know, I can touch this or the N. When you click the button, it's just going to be loud. It's going to be the sound. It's going to be. It's going to be loud. But when you press this, it's going to be low. See how it's low? But if you hit it hard. Can't do that here. All of it's loud. See? Let's see what other sounds we got. That's just on channel 3. What other sounds we got? Those are dope. And you can make it soft as you want, see? But you can do medium. Turns it into a real piano, man. The piano, man. And this is what you turn into that LA fly sound. You can definitely turn this into that shit. You can literally control the drums also with the keyboard, which is crazy. You can. We're gonna get to the drums. We should actually make a beat. How much energy is it taking? It's taking some energy, but not that much. Let's see. Y'all can think this is a toy. Yeah. All of these sounds right now are coming out of the OPZ. All right, let's see what other synth engines we have in this remote size synthesizer. Can't really do that here. And it releases quick too. You know, I guess if you play around with the ADSR, you can have a slower release when you let go of the key. Stops. And I guess that's because it's configured to the buttons. They're like, if people are going to be pushing the buttons, let's kind of get the release. Let's kind of shorten that, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's noticeable now that you're using a keyboard. Which is crazy. What's going on, Toya? Hopefully you guys are having a good day. My day has been shitty again. I've been having a bad day. Let's go into something else. Let's go. Now I will warn you with some of these synthesizers. A lot of people they've done filled out these synthesizers in and out. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these sounds, people are gonna know what instrument you're using, but I mean, do you really give a damn? Like, nobody gives a fuck. All right, so let's go. So some of the stuff in it does have like a toy-like sound. I get that. So let's see. Still velocity sensitive. All of these sounds are velocity sensitive, which is weird as hell because I never heard some of these sounds lowered, but guitar sounds. Oh, these are harp sounds. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, that bass. And it's rumbling too. I gotta turn that rumble pack down. But if you notice when I played these the first time, they were softer. See how this noise is really this. If I play it right here, is that in a different octave. But look at this. You can make it soft, like. Real subtle. This is just something else to geek out over because I never, to tell you the truth, especially with an instrument like this, because I mean it's a synthesizer and you want to play it like a synthesizer, definitely. By definitely having a keyboard, especially a keyboard that's velocity sensitive. It is so crazy because this thing is not. I mean, I'm used to it not being velocity sensitive, but what I'm telling you is that it's like getting a whole new synthesizer out of not old, but like something that you've owned for a long time. Because how the hell am I gonna get these lower registered tones with these damn buttons? Look. And maybe I'm giving Teenage Engineering too much credit, or not credit, but ideas. But I think the next thing y'all need to make is a MIDI controller. They probably already on top of that. But anyway, we'll get back to Teenage Engineering because we're gonna try the studio to the next level. But literally right here with just this MIDI controller and this OPZ, you have a studio. Literally. So look. Regular piano sounds, right? But you can. shit is crazy. Because you're not going to get that soft sounds. And there goes double triggering. That's another thing too, the double trigs. A double trig is basically when you press the button and it dun, dun, like it stutters. That's one of the drawbacks of the OPZ. But it's also a, that's a drawback. Because to tell you the truth, if you on stage and you want to kind of, some people, they like to kind of key in what they're doing, because they'll probably have it in their hand or they'll probably have it somewhere and it will sound like a misstep. So honestly, that's another one of the benefits of plugging in a MIDI keyboard, because it won't double trig. It won't double trig. Then again, those keys aren't velocity sensitive. So this is the perfect synthesizer with a piano. And you can get those same sounds that you're used to on the OPZ softer. Talk about getting a new synth out of an older synth, a synth that you own. Let's see. And this is just one channel, y'all. Sometimes you can have it, or you can have it slow in the background. I wish I could get these pressure pads to work. That'll just turn this thing into a whole MPC. What's going on, Curlin? See? But see that? This is fire. Let's see. This will give it a whole different sound, because all you got to do, y'all, is live record. See, if I was to... Okay, this is the same button here. See? If I was to plug this in to the, I think I got the BPMs at 120. 1, 2, 3. Now if I was to live record, I actually messed that up, because I was supposed to do this softer, not let me do it softer and try to get it on beat. So I can do this, arm it, right? Anyway, what I'm saying is that I can do 2 soft ones and 2 wounds at a higher note. And let me tell you how they kind of, cause now I see what's going on here. Yes, you don't have a keyboard. But what they do is that you can, if you want it to be softer, then you can definitely key it down with one of these. But so you can play with the velocity or the sound, or the volume of the sound that you're making, instead of instead of you can dial it down with I'm pretty sure it's this one with the resonance. You know. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. Everybody's going out of their way not to consult with me. This happens all the time, Toya. You know, I wish they would consult with me. Shit, maybe we all can learn something. But you know, this is actually pretty dope. This will save you some time, quick beat making. You know, because you don't have to. Oh yeah, this thing draining battery like shit. You don't have to dial your notes down. You don't have to dial your notes down. Now maybe I'm asking too much, because it would be nice to be able to hook this into the Op-1, and basically I can use both of these controllers to control both of them. But Rome wasn't built in a day, y'all. Rome wasn't built in a day, nor overnight. Let's see what other sounds we got, and then before this battery gets any lower, let's see if we can hook the Op-1 up to it. And this is just the synthesizers that it has. But you can get some of those lower registered bass notes. So like you don't have to do the whole. You can just. You said there's definitely unknown content creators than it is to steal from the big guys. You dig? Raven said basically trying to steal our shit. Oh, so it wasn't it's not black. There's no black people in it? Yeah, you need to call up HBO and file a complaint, homie. For real? What's going on, NYC song, man? You said it's Issa will get her ass kicked. Oh, copy and have. Oh yeah, Issa. Yeah. I like Issa Rae, but Hollywood turned her into something else, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Wait until I learn the piano as good as I want to, y'all. I'm gonna just. You said, oh, it's black, but they're here copying? Damn, I might not want to see that preview then. Well, these are some of the synth sounds that this thing has presetted. Ooh, that's nostalgic. That has a lot of release at the end, but not as bad. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, this works too? What the fuck? Yo. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I left this whole thing out. I didn't know the pitch bend can work with this. Look at it. It lights up the OPZ. What? Look at this, y'all. But you gotta move it a different way. You can pitch bend it. Wow, this is crazy, yo. I'm gonna have to do a whole separate show with this. I don't see anybody out here doing shit with no damn MPK Mini in the OPZ. Wow. Shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the higher ups do steal from the people. They're trying to be us. to tell y'all the truth, Hollywood been trying to be YouTubers. This is why YouTubers are slowly climbing on the way up, you know? I didn't know I could pitch bend with this. I did not know I can pitch bend with this shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here geeking out. Let's see what other. Oh, we should. You know what though? This is. Let me tell you how you do it though. Let me show y'all. Let me tell y'all how you call people like that out on YouTube. You can't just outright, because it's different. It's different with YouTube, y'all. So let me show you how y'all. Let me tell y'all how y'all do it, because we got some more chords too. Let me tell y'all how y'all do it. Okay. What you do is you do a show. You do a show. And you wonder. You ask the question to your audience. Is Issa Rae stealing our shit? And then what you do is you show clips of her stealing our shit. And then you add motherfucking commentary. Let me stop. No, that's what you do. You do a whole show. Be like, are people in Hollywood stealing our ideas here on YouTube? And then you add commentary and be like, well, we don't know. You end the show with, well, we don't know. Maybe we have to do a part 2. But comment down below if you think this is happening. And that's how you build. That's how you build a YouTube shitstorm. That's how you build a YouTube shitstorm. You know? These chords are dope. Let's see. Oh, these are dot. Oh shit! I didn't even know. Ah, amazing, splendid. What's going on, Travis? Y'all pray for me. The next couple days are finna be wicked. But anyway, this thing got too much sounds. We'll literally be here all day, because we were just playing around with some of the synthesizers that we got chords too. We ain't even getting to the chord. Oh shit, there's 9 pages of chords, y'all. This is a damn piano. Like a grand piano. Shout outs to Beach. If you guys get into contact with Beach, let her know her baby girl need to put some courses out on Skillshare. I will buy it so I can learn how to play this damn piano. Thank you, Toya. You said, yes, it was said the actors would come here and copy, aka character development research. Okay, copy. Okay, I know, you know. Yeah. You said track 7 is the arpeggiator. Yeah, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the, yeah, I was playing that. I was in that, right here. Yeah, I was playing the arps. I'm back on the chords now, though. That sounds like a harmonica. Thank you, NYC Song Man. Oh, you done your research on the OPZ. Yeah, track 6 is the lead. Yep. The 3 notes right here. Yep, that's the arpeggiator. Yes, sirski. Yeah, these are chords and notes. Yeah, the CH is chord. What you know about this goddamn OPZ, man? They don't show this on the internet. People hooking controllers to these things. Now I know dudes that do have controllers hooked to theirs, but it's not this MPK mini, which I'm pretty sure other controllers could probably bring out more in this synth. The funny thing though is this synth is not respected, even though it's a niche audience. If you know what it can do, it is respected. But most people like that little thing. What type of sounds it can make? You down with OPZ? Yeah, you know me. This thing is a serious ass synth. Get all them chords from them big synthesizers, sample them shits, put them on here, and just. Alright, last one. Already did those. But anyway. We should make a beat. I do want to make a beat. But let me move my phone away from this thing because I can hear the static. But anyway, getting back to the matter at hand. And we do have some battery left. If it's easy to do that, right? Which is basically, use a MIDI controller and control the OPZ. That's dope. That's definitely, now this shit wants to ruin everything. Come on now. Sit your ass right here. Come on. That's pretty dope. That you can actually, I'm going to have to play around with that setup a lot more than I think. That you can actually use a MIDI controller and basically turn this little thing into a grand piano. You say, yeah, just look it up to see if the Z was polyphonic. Yeah, definitely, yeah. That's dope. That's dope that you're doing your homework. I like that. I like when musicians, we kind of get together and do stuff like that, do our homework. You're like, hey, what's that? Then you look it up to see if it has certain features. Kind of shows you what it can do. So the OPZ should be able to do the same thing, the OPZ and the OP1, but I think I would have to run the audio into the OP1 for us to hear it. And then I think I would still have to get another audio cable. We'll see, because this was a failure last time. And run it into the OPZ. Now, we have too much stuff to talk about. You said, what is that, Cooter? You have too much stuff. This is the same thing. This is what I've been using the whole time, the OP1. I did a whole documentary. Not that it was not that people remember it. I done put out masterpieces on here. I don't know if people remember it. About Kanye West and the stem player. And how he went with a company named Kano. And the company that he was supposed to go with before, that was going to make the stem player, was Teenage Engineering. And if you guys don't know what the stem player is, that's what this is. This right here. It looks like a silicone titty, and it feels like a silicone titty. But here's the stem player made by Kanye West, which this is like the producer's fidget spinner, which more people should, you know what I'm saying? More people should, have been using this thing, and maybe there's a niche audience that is using it that I'm probably not aware of. But basically, it's a stem player. Basically, it takes some of the stuff that we listen to and break it down into stems. Let me see. I think I have some Geneva on here. Let's see. Shout outs to Geneva. Oh no, that's your boy. Hold on, Larry June. That's some more Larry June. More Larry June. I think I was on Larry June. Hold on. That's Doja Cat. SZA. That's some other shit. Alright, here's Geneva. But what it does is it isolates like her vocals and the beats. Isolates all it basically breaks the song down into 4 parts: drums, melody, all different kinds of it basically breaks it down. You can do reverb. I think you can do reverb. You can do all kinds of effects and stuff like that by, basically this is basically the producer's fidget spinner. And to tell you the truth, this right here, you could call that a producer's fidget spinner. But it's not really a producer's fidget spinner. It's not really, the funny thing is not really marketed for producers, even though producers will use it the most because, we're into different sounds and things like that. Kanye, which is genius, and people wouldn't get it until later on, markets it as a way that you can listen to your music the way you like to listen to your music. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the thing. Teenage Engineering, Kanye, I like Kano. I like his stuff. I like how he like his stuff is boutique also, and like is getting into the area. Like if you look at Teenage Engineering right now, they're going more so into the boutique, into the boutique arena. They're going more into the fashion arena at the moment and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But they have a mixer that they put out, and it's very small. It's actually smaller than a pocket operator called the TX6, and it's like 1,600 or 1,000. No, it's like $1,200, right? 1,200. But it's really small. And it's like a 12 channel. It's a 12 channel. I need to get a picture of it or something like that. But it's a. Let me show y'all. I got all these goddamn tabs open. Hold on, y'all. It's basically a small 6-channel mixer. It got a synthesizer and all kinds of other stuff built in and effects. But let's see, TX6. Hold on, y'all. This is it right here. Hopefully they send hopefully they send your boy one like shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this camera to focus. This is it right here. And it's really small. But it's a 6-channel mixer. And those buttons are they're turnable and they're very fucking small. And it has a small ass screen on it. It has a small ass screen on it also. So, they just released that. And it's actually pretty dope. I don't know too much about it. But that's cool. And they released this recently. Hold on, y'all. I'm burping, god damn it. Hold on, y'all. They released this right here that looks just like this OP1. Well, it is an OP1, damn it. Britney Spears. Hold on. And this is called the OP1 Field, which is a more updated version of the OP1. That shit is crazy. So, hold on, y'all. So you have the OP1, and now recently, you have what's going on, Lolita? Now you have you have the OP1 Field. Then you have the OPZ. I wonder if they're gonna release a new what is it? The OPZ Field. I wonder what else they're gonna do. But if hopefully they take my heat and make a keyboard, a controller. That's all they're missing at this point. So let's turn these on and let's see if we can control one or the other. So I have the OPZ here and I have the OP1 here. Good, my OPZ's not acting funny this time. But now I'm hearing the sounds come through the OPZ and not the OP1. Because the OPZ and the OP1 both have external speakers. Let's see. So this is actually controlling it. Wow. And if I press play, the crazy thing though is that my dial is moving. So I do have power to it because if I press play here, it controls that dial. Whereas I think I need to get another aux cord and reroute it back into this because this keyboard is actually controlling it, and I have my synth here. But I think the synth is playing also. Let's see. But it says that I'm playing my drums also. So this I'm not sure. Let me see. Channel 1. Channel 2. 3. And if I press play here, it moves also. But it doesn't stop. Because this is a tape player and this is a sequencer. So I'm going to have to fiddle with this off air. But what I wanted to show you guys is that, I would definitely like to use some of the sounds on both of these machines, which I think will be very dope. I'm just going to have to figure out really how to get them to, blend in with each other. Obviously, right here I have it synced to 120 BPMs. So it's going in between 120 and 119. So that's why the tape is kind of moving back and forth because it's not, it's basically roughly 120, 119 BPMs syncing. And it's on EXT for external. So that's dope. But literally, I would use this how I really want to do it, and basically this will be my beat setup. And I think this is charging. Is it charging it? Damn, this is charging it. That's funny as hell. This thing ain't gonna have no batteries. I'm gonna have to make sure this thing is charged. This needs to give some of that some batteries, because this battery's, I think, more powerful than this one. But anyway, what I want to do ultimately, and the beats will be a lot better, is I want to use this. I will give up a track here to use this as either a sequencer or a synth. I would, this, or maybe build a track here on this OPZ, and can build a song with this, or build most of the song with this, and use that as a track here, and basically take another track or free up 3 more tracks to have a sample, which I can run a sample into it, or or add some more chords, But it seems like all I can do now on this thing right now is but it looked like it's recording it though. So let's see. Let's do this. Oh, y'all can't hear it because of my channel was muted. Let's see if it comes up on the channel then. Shit. Okay, so what's going on here is the drums that I have playing on this is coming up here. And I don't know how to turn them shits off, because it's basically controlling a sample, and it's basically controlling these are both triggering at the same time. That's actually pretty dope. Yeah, it would lose an advantage, but if they make the keyboard, like, basically, because if you look at the lines on this could actually be a keyboard. Because this is the thing, and I know it's about portability. I don't think that mixer should have been that small. That mixer is extremely small. They measured it up to one of these. That thing is smaller than it looks. So if they can make a piano about the same size as the OPZ, which I know they can, that shit gonna be fire. That shit gonna be fire. Let me see if I can get another aux cord, and let's see if because I got to figure out how to. I think I might have to turn off this track. So no. I think I have to turn down the drums. Oh, I think that's what I need to do. No, hold on, that's a track. I don't know. There's a workaround where I might have to turn off the drum. It'll trigger, but you guys won't hear it, but you'll hear the... That joint actually sounds pretty cool. Let's actually sequence this real quick. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, good. We got nothing but... Damn, this joint going too. I wonder if it'll plug in the notes. Let's see. I know it's off, but let's see. And that's the only thing it's picking up. So I'm not sure with this setup, but I'm glad that I got them two talking to each other. Both of these synths talking to each other. So that's a start. I may have to reroute the audio back into the OP1, but this is a good start. Perfect start, and shit. God forbid if I use the. Oh, hold on, y'all. What the? Oh. Basically, I could. Yeah, oh, this shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. MIDI is a whole different language, y'all. I can use this. You know how this has a sequencer? I can use the sequencer on this thing with the sequencer here. Hold on. Ooh, I can hear the bass on this thing. What? Hold on, look. Let me see if I press record on this thing. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can hear it in the background. Hold on, put these monkeys to work. Let's see. That shit took up the whole thing. Let's see. Dang. Oh man, once I get these two things talking to each other, it's game over. What's going on, F? What's going on, Zap? Shout out to everybody. Hold on, let me give you a wrench, bro. Yeah, I know. This shit is crazy, right? Shit. I don't know which one's the slave and which one is the. I think this is controlling that. I know that. But it's like I can control the sequencers on both. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and figure this out. This is gonna be one of them things I'm gonna have to sit down and figure this out because these are the first two instruments I really do want to play together, and this is gonna be fucking nuts. All right, y'all. Look, I'm gonna sit down and figure this out. It should be daytime where you guys at. It should be like at least 9:14 on the East Coast, 8:14 in Texas. I'm gonna sit down. What's going on, JR? I'm gonna sit down and try to figure this out. You said Bomb Cherry pulled up on Angry Man last night. That's funny as hell. Did they argue? Them the last two people that should be talking to each other. But that's what she pull up on Angry. What she pull up on Valdez for? Like you know. We're gonna definitely chop up some Manosphere game also. But I'm just mesmerized by this shit. I'm kind of liking what's going on here. I just need to learn how to. I just need to make this the. I don't care about pro. I want this to be my main sequencer, to tell you the truth. Because if this is the sequencer, that basically adds on to this. But I wouldn't mind programming this with this sequencer. So, look, I got a lot of stuff to think about. It's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody that came through. We're going to cut this show at the 2-hour mark. It's already at 1 hour and 51 seconds. Thank you guys for coming through and checking out some teenage engineering gear and listen to me rant, geek out, and then eventually have to sit down and fucking figure this out. You said they started last I saw because... Wait, and BC, Bomb Cherry, wasn't her usual assured self, like she normally is. AM had her shook a bit with his presence. None of these female channels, I gave y'all the game last time we were talking about this, when I was sharing that Patrice O'Neal skit. I fell asleep, but none of these female channels are gonna be the same in the next couple of weeks. Mark my words. That recession. This recession is kicking in. I told y'all the good women are not gonna feel no type of way about it because see, good women bring more to the table than just pussy. So they're not thrown off or shook that they might have to work or they might have to develop a skill or learn how to play the piano or sing or do something else to get their bread. You see, these older women lied to these younger women, so all these younger women really can do or bring to the table is coochie. But you have a lot of dudes like, yo, okay, you gonna have to bring more. I mean, you know what I'm saying, unless you want some pimping shit, coochie does pay the bills, but a lot of these dudes ain't on no pimping shit. So coochie gonna take more money out their pocket before it puts money in their pocket. You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm giving y'all the game, I'm telling y'all some real shit. The good women, they're not this, I mean, obviously they might need a roommate or somebody else to, kind of, split the bills with and shit like that, or they probably already have that. But what I'm saying is that, these older women done lied to these younger women, so they subjected them to be out here doing dicks and shit and selling coochie at a higher fucking rate. So, and I really want to leave this shit off of something like this because, I don't want, teenage engineering to have this coupled with they instruments and stuff like that. So I'll give y'all the game on the next show. I'll save that talk for the manosphere type stuff. I'll save that for the next show. And there's a whole bunch of other people other than people, quote unquote, from Hollywood coming around here stealing a lot of my content. I gotta struggle for support and shit like that. So, I kind of take a offense to that. A lot of people, they come through and they sneak soak. And then you start hearing my game all over the place in the damn space. People not even people bold enough to not even switch the words around and stuff like that. Y'all know I have a way of words. I say things in a certain way because when I hear other people regurgitate them, I know you should know and I would know where they got it from. You did? But that's neither here nor there, nor the price of tea in Thailand. I want to thank you guys for coming through. But like I said, pertaining back to that, we'll talk about that later because I'm gonna come back on here and we're gonna be playing Mass Effect, Halo, or whatever the hell we're gonna be playing. And I'll definitely talk to y'all about that while the game is playing in the background. But honestly, you're gonna start seeing more women in the space because they're gonna need more game coming from the gentlemen and the men here in the space, and they gotta be over here stealing content for the most part to bring back to their dusty ass channels, because we're the reason why they're doing most of the content that they're doing, because they can't think of nothing by themselves. They gotta steal. There's no talent. This is why they got a bunch of women right now in America panicking about about what the hell is gonna happen, because I just did a whole show that have we reached a point in life where women are going to actually really have to do something? See, the good women are going to be okay because they got and developed skills and stuff like that. It's these other ones that's just depending on their beauty and coochie to get them through life. They're going to have a little bit of a hard time because they really can't do nothing, other than being passed around. And even they can make a living doing that, but some of them fuck that up also. So, I mean, I just don't know what to tell you. But, we've reached a point or pinnacle where technology and everything, just how we have it going on. I mean, cooking and cleaning, is that really what you about to be negotiating? Cooking and cleaning? You can hire somebody to do that. Actually, you could shit both at the same time. And they don't have to be a relative. They don't have to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend and stuff like that. Like, people got maids, Cooking and cleaning falls under the gig economy. You dig? It's basically like you negotiating lawn care. You know what I'm saying? They can just hire a groundskeeper. If it don't already come with one, you did. And these apps be giving you coupons and goddamn discounts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So these hoes are definitely in trouble. They in some bad trouble. They in trouble. And so I don't even know why they out here really trying to negotiate that. That's number one. And then also, Um, aside from the cooking and cleaning and the sex, I mean, you can pay for that. You can pay for that. So I don't know what the hell they finna be doing, and they're gonna be putting the pressure on Kendra G, Bomb Cherry, all these other people because you told me to do this, and you told. Well, actually, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna actually double down on men before that, and then they're gonna try to, then they're gonna bite. They're gonna bite the other women, but I don't know what to tell y'all. And like I said, technology has progressed to a point. I on shows years ago when I brought some of this information to the space, and other guys like BGS and other people were talking about this years ago, more than 4 or 5 years ago. I've been talking about this. Even back in the day, before I even jumped in the manosphere like that head first. We were talking about the artificial womb, and we were talking about the male birth control pill. You know what I'm saying? Because for the first time in history, men can decide whether they want to have children or not, aside from coitus interruptus and aside from abortion and all that other stuff. So, of course, the male birth control pill is out there. It hasn't caught on, like it's not trending. It hasn't caught on as a trend, but it is out there. And sooner or later, I mean, certain things are going to grow into style. You might now start seeing male birth control pills. The only reason why a lot of males didn't take it, and the only reason why a lot of males are kind of hesitant to it, because, it might make you sterile. You know what I'm saying? It might make you sterile. So when you want to have a kid or whatever, something might be wrong with your kid, or defects and certain things like that. So, you never know. Shout outs to Toya. You said I'm going to be a lot of busted open fat monkey looking single hungry lonely crazy females looking for captains. Yeah. Now they got this fake. That's why I told y'all don't want women in this. That whole winter's coming. Oh, now she's gonna knock on my door and be a good submissive woman. Y'all don't want women like that. That's the dumbest way to get. You want somebody in your house that resents you like that? Y'all must not have read the 7 levels of disrespect. If she would put her hands on you, a woman that will put her hands on you is already dwelling in the realm of having you set up and killed. If she would inflict any type of physical harm towards you, yes, she's already in that realm to have you set up and killed. Okay? So somebody that's fake acting and you opening your house up and all that shit to them in the name of quote unquote survival, shit. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. So hold on, y'all. You said women lobbied against it. Make it make sense, right? You said I know that you have tons of interest, video games, drone, TIE fighting, being a player. Well, not really being a player, but I'm good on the player shit. You said if you still want to get good at music, you're gonna have to focus on that. Exactly. No, I'm dead. I know exactly what you mean, NYC song man. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, like sitting here the whole time in the dark and just hone in on one instrument and just really get that knowledge, get them hours in. You dig? What's going on, Jay Will? How you doing? F said no. No, but you're dead right, NYC song man. You're definitely right. And even in believe it or not, even in these little sessions and stuff like that, I'm becoming a better musician. You said if she has a thigh gap, she has a chance though, right? Well, this is the thing, man. Times are getting harder, man. Food is going up. Like I told y'all on the last show that if you're making 40K a year now, that they just now announced that 40K is poverty. 40 grand, you're in poverty, bro. That's scary because that's the majority of America. and they're not lowering prices and doing doing things at the right time. How the hell is your paper supposed to be straight coming out of not even? We're still in a pandemic, and we're in a recession at the same time. You know, millennials. I know the millennial mindset. Millennials just in general just gonna be like, nigga, we just ain't gonna own shit, and we're okay with that. Fine, cause you like no homo. It's like taking a shit and somebody trying to put it back in. It's like, no, we saw that shit. Like nigga, you can't fool us with the American dream anymore. There ain't no American dream. You know, they're watching people that has owned their house for a long time have to pay all of these bills with interest, even if they refinance their house and stuff like that. Of course, you know, the mortgage is still low, you know. And, you know, I wouldn't advise y'all to really get a house too much like that unless, you know, unless you plan on having children. And then also, if you stack your money and you're not, you know, renting anymore and shit like that. But then again, you know, the convenience of walking away from certain things, there is a convenience to that. You know what I'm saying? Because that house can become a chain and ball on your leg after a while, you know? Or you can pay all of that money and still walk away with nothing, not even get a penny, you know? People are getting they shit finessed from them. So it gets you know, we living in sad times, you know? But not to down home ownership, but shit. Now it's like freedom is more, you know, freedom is more important. But I don't know what's gonna happen when these millennials start getting into politics and shit like that. I'm gonna be scared because we don't know. I don't know what world. Because I'm not even gonna say this is the fucked up part. This is the fucked up part about the future, y'all. And I'm being dead serious when I say this. We don't know how the real world works, but at the same time know how the real world works. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how the real world works, but at the same time, we know how the real world works. And that's not even the thing, y'all. We don't know how the real world works, but at the same time, know how the real world works, but at the same time, working to get your little slice of heaven in that real world. You understand what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, you know, we don't know how the real world works, but at the same time, we do know how the real world works. But at the same time, you got your own personal shit you trying to get off. In whatever world that works. Whether it's real or fake. As a matter of fact, we'd rather it be fake. Because real world shit requires real world costs. You know what I'm saying? And do you have it? And not even do you have it. You can have it. Do you want to pay? Should you be paying? You know? I know the later generations are always going to feel entitled. Like Zillennials are going to feel entitled because, oh, millennials should have did this, that, and the third. And they're just going to repeat what they heard millennials say. Oh, we got handed down the bachelor. You know, when millennials actually got screwed. Zillennials, they're just a, hey, wait over there. That's what's going on with them. And while they're waiting over there with this entitled mindset, they're going to see that nobody knows what the fuck is going on. And they're going to go their own way and practice their own politics that's separate from millennials. I know mid-zillennial, they seen it. And the mid-zillennials, they're going to, you know, you could probably save a little bit of the early, the early zillennials, but mid and late zillennials, they're going, they in their own world. And the funny thing is that only a handful of millennials really know what the hell is going on. So hopefully they rise to the top. But I don't think that shit is gonna happen. So I'm afraid for even people in my own age group once they start moving into politics, because like systematically millennials don't believe in owning shit. Rightfully so. Nigga, all 2 recessions, pandemics, wars. This shit about to be on and popping. This shit about to be on like popcorn, man. You saw Will Smith goofy ass apologizing to Jada. I want y'all to pay attention. Will Smith just got a bag. You know, I hate to say it like this because I know y'all think otherwise, but whatever. Some niggas with money, especially Will, he's used to money. Money will make you weak. Money will make you weak. He should have left Jada a minute ago. And that bag that he just got, he got a big bag. I think he got like 40 million or something like that. That bag would have saved him. That bag would have saved him if he had divorced Jada and shit like that and got the hell on and then jumped into that movie. Man, that bag would have saved him. He better be nice to Jada because he's still with her. She gonna get a cut of that bag now. Money will make you weak. Now it's cheap. I mean, he's always believed this before, but now it's cheaper to keep her. Now it's cheaper to keep her. So, hopefully the show gets supported. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a show on all of this stuff. I mean, I'm trying to give y'all the game. You know, I want y'all to look at the bigger picture. You know. That nigga had to go to India and all kinds of shit to get rid of her. She followed his ass out there. That's some rich people shit. Bitch, I'm going to India. Leave me alone. Well, I'm going to India too. On your money, you know. He did. You know, you said sitting the whole day in and creating music. Yeah, music creation is a beast. I bow in respect to it. Yeah, it really is. It really is. You know. You said, yep, 40K is broke. You said, laugh my ass off. Not as a single person, though. Even as a single person, though, that shit is going to be crazy. Because, you know, if you and your lady work part-time, and both of y'all make, 20K, now definitely y'all can, or a little bit over 20K. Let's say, actually, nah, to tell you the truth, you got to make about, like, for both of y'all to make 40K together. After taxes, you probably gotta be making like 30K, 35K, because after them taxes come off, you walk away with because we acting like nigga 40K is what you walk away with. Literally somebody that shit. Anyway, yeah, 40K is still, they said it's still gonna be, you still gonna be in poverty even single. And I believe that's true also, cause rent, where you gonna live, you said let them talk about oh it's so expensive. You said nah, live within your means, you'll be all right. Yeah, but a lot of Americans, they're becoming minimalists and they don't even realize it. Shout outs to NYC Songman. He said you are getting better. We see your progress. It's amazing. I appreciate it, man. I look at the old videos too and I kind of see some of the progress too. You said not trying to show off. I don't want a 300K electric Cadillac. Although it is nice, I don't need it. Learn the difference between wants and needs. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Raven. Jay Will said my grandparents' house is paid off. That's good. Yeah, don't sell grandma's house, man. You said I was gonna wait until the market crashes, but I have the option to build on the land that they own. Definitely do that. Just make sure there's no way, or it has to be a process for them to finagle it away from you, because a lot of these companies that be buying malls and other big properties now, they're kind of moving into real estate and stuff like that. So the thing is that they know about buying businesses, not houses and stuff like that. So, but money is money. You said when the mills come into power, it will be like the previous gens. Progress will be made, but will be achingly slow and nuanced. Yeah, I agree. You said we've had war, but it was nothing like World War II, where gas and food and other vital essentials here in the U.S. were rationed. Exactly. You said imagine that by law, you could only buy a certain amount of sugar, meat, bread, or gas for your car. That's how it was here during. Yeah, yeah. So the only thing that's really, and we talked about it a little bit, the only thing that's really kind of stopping this from being a full-on recession is technology. You know, the only thing stopping this from being a full-on recession is technology. So, I got to go over there real quick. So we won't truly know until, I think they said September. We won't truly know. We won't truly know if it's gonna be a true recession till September. You know, I forgot the name of the people that's supposed to be meeting up, but we won't truly know until September. And you know, technology is really saving. I told y'all to start working on the goddamn internet. Find your ass a gig or something like that, and that you can do on the side, or just straight up and down work from home. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose. You know, straight up and down work from home. You dig what I'm saying? Figure out what's going on tax time. Take full advantage of all of them tax cuts, and everything. You know. I'm trying to make it work out here. You know what I'm saying? If you make under 100K or under a certain amount, I think it's even lower than 100K. It's tax free. As a matter of fact, they damn near send you some money. You know, America's outsourcing damn near everything. So, you know, you say yes, September 15. Okay, thank you. I didn't know exactly what date. I just knew about I knew what month it was. You know. You said we won World War II because we activated those factories here. Exactly. We went end game on that ass. Yeah. Well, see, that's what Trump was trying to do. He was trying to bring back American steel factories and stuff like that, so we can make steel. Not saying I agree with Trump, but you know, you got to bring back some of them jobs because, you know, we can sell the steel here in America and also to other countries. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I've been out here for a minute. I have not seen one thing out here said made in America. You know? So I don't know what, but a lot of people just believe that, you know, you got to bring back those factory jobs because a lot of people here, man, I ain't about to go pick no goddamn oranges, man. You say that's for the Spanish people. Niggas haven't even realized for the past 15, 10, almost 20 years, Spanish people ain't out here picking no damn oranges. Them niggas will lay down on the side of the road drinking Modelo Especial and chill the fuck out before they pick some goddamn orange. Them niggas in America riding big truck, big van. Nigga, he got the Civic, the work van, and a pickup truck, and a big ass house. They will stay in the house all together in Susu and put money in each and every single one of their pockets, or one of them will start a business and make sure that business is successful, and then move out, and then repeat the process all over again. And that business that they open, all of their family members, they will hire them. They will either pay them under the table until they get their legit papers and stuff like that. They go to, man, I done seen how they operate in sanctuary states, man, and I can't unsee that. And that's something that black people gonna have to sit up here and have to learn all over again. You know? Rarely can a black man lose his job. Black men lose their job. Other people get transferred. Rarely can a black man lose his job and be like, you know what, F y'all. I'm about to go back to school. I'm about to sweep floors in my uncle's barber shop and get this shit together. You know? So a lot of black people are tripping. Black people gonna feel this recession for the most part. I hope y'all know that. You know, other people gonna feel it also, but nigga, shit. You know, he said tech is hanging on by a thread. Yeah, but certain things are gonna start to flourish again. You know, September 15th. I got marked that. You said right after Mercury retrograde begins on the 9th. Oh my God. The clock begins ticking soon. You said, come on, August, get here. Let's go on, Kristen. You said Russia beat the Nazis, but at the cost of 27 million of their people, and their homeland was devastated. U.S. World War II losses, 1 million. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Americans really haven't seen no real shit yet, man. Cause like that's why I was like they were tripping like shit when the Cuban Missile Crisis took off. Like niggas in America just start panicking. You know, they don't like when the enemy's in the backyard. You dig? They don't like when the enemy's in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Because now the people can get on land. You know, America never really had to worried about being invaded with people on land. This is why they scare y'all with importing people and which our ports are open. You know, so America is one of those countries which it does happen that got to get taken down from the inside out. We gotta get no homo. We gotta get eated out. You know, we gotta that you know, it gotta be taken from the inside out. Not telling people how to plot on America, but America knows this. You know, America's not stupid. You know, so you said nah. A freak winter storm beat the Nazis. Well, this is what I'm saying. Consider yourself privileged. You know. But the fucked up part too is that Americans are turning on Americans. But listen, man, that's another live stream. Went over 18 minutes. But we'll be back. Give me a second. I'm gonna sit down, drink some cold water. I'm gonna have to write down in my notes and put everything together. We're gonna put together another show tonight or today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and support the channel. 17, 18 people here. If you'd like to support the channel, right here we have PTV 888, and also right here, god damn it, we have PTV 888. That is the Cash App for today's show. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you received any knowledge or any aha moments or wow, that's cool, or even, messed around with some of the little sounds and noises and stuff. Let me see. Hold on. That's how you do it. You got to turn this down. I knew you had to turn something down. You had to turn this down. That's what you had to turn down. I done figured it out. I don't even have to figure it out off the air anymore. But anyway, I'm gonna make a beat with this. I'm gonna be putting out more beats. A week from now, a lot of the stuff that you guys hear tonight will be out on DistroKid. What's going on, Darshan? Shout outs to you. All of that stuff will be out on DistroKid and on streaming platforms. So I'm gonna have to put out some more music. But give me a second. I gotta map out and figure out these groove boxes and put together a show tonight or this afternoon. It's tonight for me, so no sleep for me like shit. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's Player Talk Radio. We out. Peace.